PTCG Live came out this past week, and in order to get people started, they gave a lot of different decks to every single player that simply just logs into the game. They gave Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, Rapid Strike Malamar, Inteleon, Desi Inteleon, Blissey, Zacian, and Zamazenta, and they also, on release, gave you an entire Lugia V-Star deck. It starts with a 2/2 Lugia, an Archeops line, a Bibarrel line, etc., etc., but it gives you a huge starting point in this game, although it's very much not optimized at the start. However, with some of the other cards that they give you, it is very easy for you to construct a very viable deck for starting out. This is Lugia Urshifu. This is a deck that I put together mainly from cards that they gave me right off the bat. I had to craft a few things, but they give you 1750 credits to work with for crafting, so it was not hard to put together the other pieces of this deck. So, in addition to the 2/2 Lugia V-Star and the 2/2 Urshifu VMAX that you had, I also traded for a Pumpkaboo, 2 Choice Belt, an extra Lugia V, because that's kind of necessary here. This one costs 750 credits, each of the uncommons costs 100 credits, the commons cost 40 credits, but all of it was very affordable in being able to trade to finish off this deck. I also traded for 2 V-Guard energies, because those are also very, very useful in this list, and we put in a lot of different supporters as the main engine and the Crobat here. So, to start off, we have a 3/2 Lugia V-Star line, a 2/2 Rapid Strike Urshifu line, a Pumpkaboo, 3 Archeops, and a Ranguru and a Crobat for our Pokemon, 2 Escape Rope, 2 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt, 4 Evo Incense, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, great for being able to search out cards from your deck, get them down onto your bench, or be able to discard your Archeops pieces in order to use your V-Star Power Summoning Star to be able to put 2 colorless Pokemon that don't have a rule box onto your field. These will almost always be the Archeops, although you could put the Oranguru back onto the field as well if you so wish. But on top of that, we also have 1 Boss's Orders, 3 Serena, 4 Marnie, and 4 Research. This has been super consistent for being able to almost always have access to a supporter. Then we have 2 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt, 3 Capture Energy, 2 Double Turbo Energy, 4 Powerful Colorless Energy, 4 Rapid Strike Energy, because even though you can't attach them to anything else in the deck, Archeops can still accelerate them from deck to your Urshifu. You could even accelerate them from deck to one of your other Pokemon if you just want to thin it out of your deck, but the moment it gets attached to that Pokemon, it will be immediately discarded. And then we also have the 2 V-Guard Energy. This deck, for absolutely free getting into this game, when normally it would cost, like, on launch of a game for the best deck in the format, like 400 codes to get like a 4/3 Lugia V-Star line, this 3/2 Lugia V-Star line was 100% free. So it's a great place for people who haven't really gotten into the game and also don't want to spend money on the game to be able to learn how to play this game. I went 10-0 with this list that I built for 100% free, and was able to unlock things on the Battle Pass with it as a result. On top of everything that it gives you here, there is also a Battle Pass that has different rewards as you go along, although I definitely wish they had more, like, gem rewards on the free side of the Battle Pass, because you can only buy premium with gems, and they don't really tell you when you can get gems in any other way other than the daily challenges and through level up, but it doesn't tell you what your level up rewards will be, so that's a little qualm I have with the game, on top of the fact that you can't buy crystals, which I wish you could. But immediately as I proceeded through this game, it also gives you more and more Lugia pieces, so you can continue to improve upon this deck. I also eventually put in a Radiant Gardevoir because it allows your Lugias and your Urshifu to survive longer, but after you get 600 crystals, you're able to buy the Premium Battle Pass, which you can only buy with crystals. This, right off the bat, gives you an entire Regidrago V-Star line. So, on top of having Lugia Urshifu built, after unlocking enough of the pieces for this, which I've already gotten up to tier 8, and tier 7's all you really need because it gives you a lot of your dragons along the line. After unlocking this, I immediately went back and built Lugia Regidrago. So there's a 4-2 Lugia V-Star line in here with Radiant Gardevoir, a 2-2 Regidrago with the 3 attackers, Goodra, Giratina, and Duraludon, as well as a Crobat, a Lumineon, 3 Archeops, the 4-4-4 Ball Search line like the previous deck, 1 Boss's Orders, 3 Serena, 4 Research, and 2 Worker in this case. This used to be 2 Marnie, but I added in Worker because it's super interesting. It's just draw 3 cards and then you discard a Stadium in play. This gives you another thing on top of your Pumpkaboo for just being able to discard paths in play, so you can actually use your V-Star power. Then we have the 2 Air Balloon, 2 Choice Belt, 4 Aurora, 1 Aromatic Grass, 1 Heat Fire Energy, 4 Powerful, 2 Double Turbo, and 2 V-Guard Energy. I know that the layout of this is a little bit weird. I do wish there was a full, deck layout tool. That's another complaint I have with the game. But this is able to be played on PC or mobile, and on mobile, its client is pretty good for a mobile client. It's nice to just be able to play games on the go. So, although it's not perfect, I do think that this is a great way for people to get into the game. I definitely hope that they make a lot more improvements onto this game, as it is still just an open beta. It's not the full release of the game yet, but it's downloadable to play, and I highly recommend downloading it and playing if you're wanting to get into the trading card game, because it gives you a lot of things right off the bat. It is a little bit hard to make decks other than the things that they give you, because it's hard to get a lot of credits, unless you have, a lot of codes to scan and you're converting those to credits. But other than that, it's a good starting point for a client. I do hope that they release a way to either buy currency or make it easier to get credits, such as you just being able to take any of your cards and convert them to credits, even if you don't have a full playset of them, because right now the only way to convert cards to credits is if you already have a full playset of those cards and you convert the extras into credits. But it's definitely a good starting point. I very much enjoy being able to play this. It's nice that they have a little bit of a ranking system, even though it's not ELO based. So you'll always get a set amount of points instead of getting points based on how high your opponent was. But it's nice having a battle pass, a quote unquote ranked ladder where you can level up into different tiers, a bunch of different decks that you can play right off the bat, and a leveling system that you get rewards as you level up. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will give Live a shot at the very least. I do hope that this will get a lot more players into the game, because although it has some glaring issues, it is still the beta and it is still enjoyable to play. So, hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. See y'all later.